got no greed, I'm getting hella broccoli. In 2 years, I'ma buy me a big property, and I'ma show my young how to spend it properly.
Going into today's market recap, you have the Dow Jones closed just above break even. The S&P 500 as well as the Nasdaq just below break even. The VIX is up 3.89%. You have the Russell 2000, the small caps up 1% today. The market fought back today. It had good gains early in the morning, had a drop off later in the day. Despite Treasury yields still rising, the market had a decent day. As far as the fear and greed index goes, we are still in fear. In order for us to get out of this fear, we need to get above this 437.5 level on SPY on the daily chart. If we can close above that and go towards the 50 moving day average and attempt to close above that, I feel like we can move out of fear into neutral. But as far as today for the alerts, we went 1 for 1 on 436 spot calls, went 103%. Not too satisfied with today. I didn't fully follow my trading plan all the way to the end, so I left some money on the table. But all in all, we had a good day, made some money that I got into. I alerted those at 9:55, and we were fully out of those at 10:36. So early in the morning, we had a small downtrend. We had this 4-hour chart on ES, the actual S&P 500 index. We had a bounce here at the 50 moving average. You can see that we had some strong buying pressure from the pre-market lows all the way up. So now we waited for a solid retest here, 9:55. I seen that this candle had held above the 10 moving average. Got into those calls here. I held those calls until I started to see a break of this level here, the 435.44. We had those two closes there. We had a close in this candle and then an open right here. So once we broke past that, I trimmed here. I trimmed majority of my contracts for 40% here near this high of day test. We broke past that. I continued to hold. I sold everything right here in this candle because we were approaching this pivot point on a 4-hour level, this small pivot point. So for me, that's where I like to trim at. I don't trim on wicks all the time. On bigger time frames, I like to trade on those solid body closes and body opens. So I got fully out of those at 10:36 for 103%. One thing I have to get better at is just still allowing the trade to run. The trade continued to go another $1.50. Those contracts went for 300% plus. I think at the very tip, it was almost 400%. So one thing I have to get better at is still letting my smaller time frames go and play all the way out, regardless of what the time frame on the bigger ones say. Give my contracts that extra chance to go for those large profits, those large percentages. Other than that, solid day. Finished the day up 3% on my total portfolio. Link to the Discord and the socials will all be in the description. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share it out as to many people as you can. And I'll be back with another one.